It's 2011-05-24. You go to download Minecraft for the first time to see what it's about, but the website doesn't look right. You ignore it and go for it anyway. Though, as you play the game, you start to realize that this may not be the right version. First contact. Before we start the video, I went to the description to see if there was anything there, and there was. I made this for you, Jake, and I know I sent it. If you don't remember, I don't blame you. It was over a decade ago, and neither of us even noticed anything. Or maybe you did, but you just thought I was messing with you. After all, the Herobrine thing was in its peak then. More will come, straight off that old hard drive. Judging by the looks of his computer and the quality of the recording, he starts on a Windows XP. He goes to open up a notepad titled to Jake. Hey Jake, I finally got the server working, I think. Seems like Jake is one of his friends and he tried setting up a Minecraft server, but who is the person recording? We soon find out when he opens his game back up. Beanie_beans. For now, we'll just call him Beanie. After complaining of dying a billion times in chat, he goes to craft a wooden sword claiming he's ready to fight. He starts fighting a few mobs and goes on about the fog being spooky, but that's just nothing unusual. He sends a message in chat about giving the server IP to Jake, but how does he even see that? If Jake isn't even on the server yet, who is he even telling that to? Village_destruction. Once again, the description has something in it. Just a video of Jake and I blowing up a village. Something we always did back then. I didn't have a YouTube channel then, but I always liked making videos like I was going to upload them. Usually you would only want to see them. It really looks like there are 3 players in the video, but it's probably just a horrible 2011 video compression. I don't know what's more interesting. The fact that he states there's 3 players in the video, or the fact that the description points out that he's reminiscing over his past self by uploading these videos that aren't even far from when Minecraft actually released in 18th of November. However, let's just give this video a watch. Okay, cool, but no lava, it just lights me on fire and makes it hard to see. I don't know if a computer can even handle that. Aren't you still running on Windows XP? Lol. Shut up! My mum didn't want to buy Windows 7. Piracy? Lol. You trying to explain torrents and ISO files to my mum if you're so confident? Maybe I will. When you want to start? Right now if you want. Alright, let me get some water. Ready? Yup. As we can see by the chat messages, they are talking about torrents and specifically piracy, which will soon be a common word throughout this series. But let's see this guy destroy a village. Okay, his computer's a little laggy for that, but as he is destroying the village with Jake, lava appears, and if we go back to the chat log, Beanie stated no lava. So they started arguing, with Beanie blaming Jake, but Jake's answer was kind of disturbing. I didn't put down any. Beanie looks around like there's a third player. Well, listen, he's close to the truth. If we slow down the clip around this part, we can actually see a player up in the air standing still. Beanie seemed to not recognize it and continued blowing up the village with Jake. As he has just finished clearing the village, turning low-paid workers to orphans, he spots lava in a place where him and Jake were never seen there. He quickly disconnects. This video getting worse. This video starts off weird, as it seems like a tutorial for TNT, but it's only just disguised as one. As he grabs sand and kills creepers, his screen starts distorting and we start seeing Morse code. If we translate that, we end up getting, alive you is alive. I am alive. How? I'm not sure what this means, but it isn't an ARG if there wasn't anything to solve. So I tried brightening up and zooming in closely, and I feel like I can see something down the tunnel. It's just really hard to see, but I saw some moving imagery. Is he getting chased by an entity? Is this entity alive? Who knows? Upgrade. Judging by the title, I assume he is upgraded from Windows XP to Windows 7. Finally, his mum actually did it. He creates a document on his desktop and starts typing in it. Guess what? I finally got Windows 7. We can play Minecraft together now, but better, and I don't have to play on Windows XP. He minimizes the document and opens up Minecraft, the game he's been waiting for. Finally, on a new computer, it won't be as laggy. He creates his world and spawns into a swamp biome. Although it looks kinda dead and pretty poor spawn, he decides to play the game anyway and starts breaking some wood. But someone joined his game in a single player world. We're not able to see who the actual player's name is, but that isn't possible. Someone is in his world. He closes that world and makes another one showing his house tour. There's only a few things weird with this house. Is one, he says bamboo farm, which is not bamboo, it's sugarcane, and somehow predicts the future. And also when he starts walking up his mine to go back to his base, I swear I see something sleeping in the bed, but maybe I'm just going crazy. But apart from that video, it starts to get worse. The event. He gets out of his mine. He walks over to his house. Nothing suspicious. He looks around. He's got a bunch of cooked pork chop that looks like steak. But he looks for his chest until something crazy happens. We saw this player earlier, but a random player shows again and his house blows up to smithereens. With him ending the video. You all are probably wondering one question. What happened to the world? Well, thankfully, there's an aftermath. But before he loads up the world, let's take a look at the version. I mean, we haven't gotten to see the version at all throughout this series, and we finally see the name. Beta 1.4_01 on AP_test 03. And guess what AP means? Anti-piracy. The Minecraft version he's on is controlled by an anti-piracy organization, but he loads up his world to see what it looks like. He starts swimming over to his house as he sees it in the distance. The one blown up into smithereens. He slowly walks up to it and realizes all the damage that's been done. It's like this person, or the AP member, is trying to just stop him from playing Minecraft on this version. He just looks in disgust as he sees all his hard work in this build gone. Communication. This video right here really gives us some more clear details on what's going on. Hey Jake, I had that dream again. Yes, the one about the random players. No, I know it was a dream, I think. They said something in chat, but I didn't understand what they were saying. Bam, we finally found something that gave us an answer. The user that's been joining his world and trying to stop him is called AP_test_member-1. Except he's not this usual white skin, he's a Steve. You know who else has a Steve skin? Jake. Coincidence? I don't know, but maybe he's got something to do with this. Return. He opens up a notepad called I'm Back. Hey Jake, I'm sorry I haven't been able to use my computer lately. I was recording myself playing Minecraft when something weird happened and my computer crashed. It kept crashing every time I tried to turn it on, so I just decided to reinstall Windows. Microsoft sucks, am I right? Anyway, here's the last thing I managed to record. Hey Jake, something really bad happened. I don't know what caused it, but all my Minecraft worlds completely disappeared. I'll try to run some file recovery software, but it doesn't seem like anything else on my computer is messed up. Just Minecraft. Maybe it's just a virus? He loads up Minecraft, but this time on 1.0.0. It's not the beta version we saw earlier. He doesn't have any worlds. It's like this anti-piracy guy is trying to stop him from pirating Minecraft. He titles his world, I'm Back, and creates it. He loads in, and he starts in a spruce forest. It seems pretty normal, and although the screen is a bit glitchy, we can still see the game. He looks around, wondering if this character is still in his world. But he sees in the distance something that's unusual. He starts going towards him. Paranoia. He was able to get access to his old world where the swamp biome was. Remember when that player joined? Hello? No answer. Hello? Are you there? I know you are. What do you want? I don't know who you are or what you want. Just leave me alone. Please. That takes us to the next video, called Where We Stood. He opens up his game and finally we get to see the server. There's only one person online, and can you guess who it is? It's Jake. Oh wait, it isn't, because he just joined, and before he joined there was already one person in. Someone else is still on their server. But they finally get back together, reunited after years, to finally play some Minecraft. Hey. Crazy how we haven't touched this place in like forever. Yeah, I was crazy about using bricks for everything. Oh, I can tell. I'm out. Dude, these old textures make me want to vomit. How did we live with this? Dude. Our old portal. I don't even know, to be honest. I remember putting that wither skull there. As they talked and played, they reminisced over their old Minecraft years. The nostalgia is hitting. But, unfortunately, the mystery isn't over. Test. They've had it up to here. They're finally understanding and realizing what is going on here. According to the description, this is their plan. So he loads up Minecraft and we already see something unusual. He watches back the video to understand where this character is from and what their name is. He enters the server IP to join, and while fighting mobs waits for Jake to join the game so he can test out his theory. A few seconds later, Jake joins on the AP member test-2. It seems pretty normal, nothing's really happening, and well, Jake's on the account that apparently doesn't exist because again, BEDROCK is a fake launcher. It just makes no sense that this account apparently doesn't exist and has a skin, which is usually not possible for cracked clients. But something unusual is going wrong, and Jake leaves. Beanie is so confused on what just happened. Why did he leave? He doesn't usually do that. Did AP test member -2 get back his account? Hello? Jake? Maybe the account actually exists. Surrounded. Hello Jake, I'm sorry I haven't been talking or playing much lately. My computer crashed again. I really cannot figure out why it's been doing that so much. I didn't lose everything, thankfully, but I had to put everything back to how it was. My Minecraft is acting weird again. He goes back to his world, and it's the same world with his house that he built. But as he goes closer to the house, the nether portal goes up. Now, that usually means, back in the old version, that someone went through the portal. But did you notice whose POV we're in? We're not in Beanie's POV anymore, we're in Jake's. After leaving the AP test member and disconnecting from that account, he's trapped in this world, running away from someone that we can't see. But it's not really the video that's the main focus here, it's the thumbnail. The thumbnail says everything. As you can see, it's him staring at AP_test_member-2 saying, "Thief, this is coming to an end." the last video of the series. He got teleported and trapped into a weird library while I was exploring his world. What's going on? He's confused. He's so disturbed. This place looks like it never ends, but what's gonna happen next is the end of his story. He keeps exploring around until he hears a weird noise. And then this happens. Figcraft Archive Reuploads, a YouTube channel that only has around 5 videos, all with interesting Minecraft titles. But the story they tell through them is incredibly interesting and very disturbing. The first video is titled Exposition. Starts off with a few players on a Minecraft world, slowly raiding a village, taking their food, and trading villages, when all of a sudden, a weird noise starts playing. Funny enough, the weird noise starts playing as soon as you see Fig, one of the players, open the door to one of the villagers' houses. A little bit later, he departs from the village to find some more resources, when he discovers a big cave with a lava pit down the middle. He goes to tell his friends, and they start heading his way to check it out. Eventually, after discussing resources and crafting some food, they decide to head down. He looks around, scared, but it's just some lightning, right? It can't be that bad. More lightning happens, and then the video ends. The next video is titled Conflict, and it shows 2 of the 3 players, Pirate and Anon, building a house, finalizing the location and making sure they live close to each other. At the moment, the other player, Fig, is offline, as you can see by this message, but you would think this other player would be busy doing something else like schoolwork and just not able to log on, but it goes way deeper than that. I miss Fig. Yeah, lol. He been gone what, a couple days now? Yeah. I get he probably busy, but I miss him anyway. Judging by the title Conflict, surely it must be foreshadowing, as it seems like they don't know what Fig is actually doing, or where he is, like they don't communicate with each other properly as friends. But hey, that's just a theory. As they're finishing building the house, the same weird noise happens again. Still not sure what this means, but soon it's about to get hectic, when Pirate heads on a different direction towards the ocean. His screen starts glitching as he sees in his peripheral Fig, the player who's offline or missing according to them. Weird text pops up and replaces the original text message of what Anna115 was typing. If we take a look at the message here, it seems like it's Morse code. So I went to go translate it and I got this. But this still didn't give me any clues, so I decided to look it up online, and it actually showed me something from the Bible. And I'm not sure if this correlates to that, but if it does, that's very interesting. As the video comes to an end, we see Fig go off in the distance of the boat, and it's done. The next video is called Climax, with the thumbnail looking way different compared to the other ones. I mean, this means something is gonna go down. It's raining, and Anon types in the chat as Pirate is walking around. I feel like maybe by recording this, it makes me feel less alone. But I think someone is out there watching me. Ignoring the weird messages, it seems like with all these chat messages, someone is controlling Pirate. In no way it was normal to be walking around where Fig was and ignoring his friend's paragraphs. He enters the house like it's his, like he's a terrifying and disturbing creeper we saw in the video. But it gets even crazier when he opens the chest. There lays a head, but not just any ordinary head, a creeper head, Fig's head. This makes me wonder if Fig is not alive anymore, or is it just a normal creeper head? But as Pirate continues through his base, he climbs down a mysterious ladder in the corner, and it gets even more disturbing when he discovers what looks like a lab experiment. You can see in the chat that Anon is clearly being controlled and losing his mind, cause this isn't the real him. Can he even see what's happening, or is he in a simulation? What does it look like to him? But as we move forward, we can soon discover that he got snapped out of being controlled and he's back to his conscious self. What the hell? What? His last message is, "Where are you?" as he's cowering in fear watching Pirate flick levers to release what seems like an entity named Shadow Man. The lights are flickering, everything's going crazy, leaving Anon, his so-called friend, with this Shadow Man guy. But as he's going in the elevator, we spot some signs saying, "Big Room." It switches to a view with green on the screen, and funny enough, this is the exact same view when you go into spectator mode and click a creeper, which means we are in Fig's view. What is going on? Pirate enters the room and Fig tries to escape, but he can't, he's stuck. Fig. He's trying to type messages, but he can't. It won't let him. Let me go, bro. I'm sorry, you're trapped in Minecraft. Let go, you psycho. But I'll save you, Fig. You'll be free of Minecraft soon. I promise. That sentence sticks into Fig's head as he's aggressively typing in fear. Pirate goes to grab a sword from the item frame, perfectly placed like he's been waiting for this moment. Pirate looks at Fig, staring deeply as he's holding his sword, and ends here. This video was a massive change of pace compared to the other ones. At the moment, we still don't even know who the main enemy is in the story. Could have started with Fig freaking out, controlled by someone and escaping, to Pirate running a live experiment with Anon trapped in a chamber, constantly messaging words he would never even say, and killing or saving Fig in the process? This sparks so many conclusions, like how long has this lab looking place been here for? Why is Fig trapped as an actual creeper? Who is actually controlling these players? Well, maybe we'll find out soon. The next video is titled Rising Action. Compared to what we saw last video, it starts off pretty chill in a normal Minecraft forest, chopping down some trees and walking around until we see a familiar face who we thought was dead, Fig. As soon as they meet eye to eye, Fig starts running away from Pirate. After what happened in the other video, if that was Pirate, I don't blame him. Wait! It still makes no sense that Fig is somehow alive, but he ignores Pirate's message and still keeps sprinting. Though based off Fig jumping to a cave, it seems like he's trying to lead Pirate somewhere, and Pirate is falling for the bait. However, that was definitely not the case, as Pirate walks down the cave chasing Fig and is now trapped, again. Pirate starts yelling aggressively at Fig, questioning him of his disappearance, but then starts assuming it's Anon pretending to be Fig. If you're really Fig, then you'd know. If Kraid's lines primarily form on the facial aspect of an actual dentition, are they? But before Pirate even gives him the question, Fig gives the answer shaking his head. Seems to be the right answer, as Pirate suggests that Anon wouldn't know that, understanding that maybe it isn't Anon playing a prank. But what Fig didn't realise is that soon he's about to get some post-traumatic disorder. The last and final video of the YouTube channel, titled Resolution. The location is back where we spotted Fig last time, and the lab place where the experiments were. Seems like the strange weird things are over, as it's just Anon and Pirate fishing near the dock, but something isn't right. Dude what? Dude, where have you been? Playing Minecraft? Fig's dead, man. This one line hit something in my body that I didn't think could be hit. All the things that were happening over the videos really brought out the attention that Fig was just getting bullied left, right and center, and I don't know, I feel like I have a connection to him that just made it so much worse hearing the truth. However, as we look more into this final video, it really uncovers the whole truth. He types in chat, "What have I done?" but doesn't message it, cause soon Anon will find out anyway. He waits for Anon to start walking away, and Pirate decides to go back to the little hut, but when we thought that Pirate was being controlled on the video climax, that was definitely not the case. It was really him. He really killed Fig. because he would have forgotten about the lab place. As he's going down the ladder in attempts to hide the truth, he equips a bunch of TNT and flint steel. Though he should have placed the block back because now everything is about to be uncovered. Pirate tries to block the truth, but Anon pushes through and what he discovers is shocking. Don't go in there! No! Anon is heartbroken after seeing all the blood on the floor and seeing where Fig died. He realized who the true main enemy was. It was Pirate all along. He caused everything. That was so fucked up and evil. Fig was our friend. Moral of the story, do not trust your friends, and most importantly, do not trust scientists. Hey Freshi, big fan. I had a friend that played Minecraft with me, and he made videos. But his are kinda weird, or unusual I guess. Check out the channel here when you can. Kind regards, Spectre. So I loaded up his channel and yeah, I found a series of weird Minecraft videos with unusual titles. But little did I know, this was the beginning of an interesting story. And it all started with this video right here.
Can't believe it's been 2 days since we made this server. Yeah, I know, right? Cool TBH. LOL. Should we get some wood or something? Yeah, I can get it if you want. Alright, sounds good, LOL.
He opens the door and goes on his journey to get some wood. Using his iron axe, he breaks down the tree until nothing is left untouched. He realizes there's not enough wood, so he goes down to break another tree until Spectre says this.
We should build some cool after we get more blocks. Hell yeah. I don't know what to build though. Maybe a castle. Oh, true.
Spectre had the idea of making a castle, and Frozen agreed, so he continued to chop as many trees as he possibly could. But Frozen was not prepared for what Spectre was about to say.
Hey dude, ? Did you move my bed? No, it's not there anymore.
It seems like Spectre's claiming to have lost his bed and is blaming it on Frozen for stealing it. But how could it be him? He was out chopping trees, unless someone else is with them on the server. Or maybe he's delusional. Frozen made his way back home, where he met Spectre there. They stared deeply at each other until something weird happened. Frozen is crazed about the lightning, whereas Spectre is just sitting there in silence until he finally responded.
Dude, I have no clue.
But instead of the normal responses from Frozen, he took so long to type whatever, like he's annoyed. Frozen then told Spectre to just make a new one tomorrow, giving him part of the necessary items to make a new bed. And you'd think it cuts here, but it doesn't.
What do I do with this? The storm is scary. It's for the castle, remember? Oh, yeah.
They start having an interesting conversation, having Spectre ask when Frozen is coming to his house again, conflicting the fact that Frozen and Spectre are IRL friends and they have seen each other before. But Frozen, thinking about a reply, message some time, like he isn't sure if he will be able to see him again. And that's the last thing we see. It's now episode 2 and it starts off with them both in the house, but do you notice something strange? It's still nighttime. This means they are still in the same day as before and haven't even slept yet. Who knows how long they have been doing this? And the side effect of not sleeping is very crucial. A few I can list is fatigue, mood changes, and most importantly, hallucination. But for now, they seem okay, so let's continue.
I want to find some diamonds for once. Same dude. By the way, why didn't you come over to my house, dude? I hate the rain. Question mark. It's fine.
Well, that talk was a little weird, but again, as usual, they are entering out the house together, and judging by Spectre's message, they seem to be going mining. So they lead down to a strip mine I'm guessing they already created before, and yeah, they mine some coal, some iron, and then they go further down than they ever before, with Frozen looking back like he thought he saw something. Anyway, they continue mining on. And when everything seems fine, Spectre falls into lava while trying to mine for coal.
Oh
Spectre then goes to thank Frozen for saving him with water, and they continue on mining, looking for diamonds. And they finally struck gold, finding what they wanted in the first place, diamonds. As they both headed out the cave, they ecstatically celebrated by throwing diamonds everywhere, happily entering out as a successful night of mining. But it's not over yet.
You have to move on. What? What do you mean? I didn't say anything. Okay.
And that's where it cuts. But there's one key thing that I missed, and that's looking at the descriptions. You see, both episode 1 and 2 have cryptic messages in them. The first video, if you look in the description, you'll see a sentence mixed with what looks like gibberish, but is actually Caesar cipher. And if we put that into a translator, it comes out with the following. That leads us with the following questions. Who's Steven? Is the world they're playing in Steven's mind, or is this all a delusion? But if we move on to the second video, there is more to it than just a simple Caesar cipher. Let's go through the video real quick and tell me if you spot anything. Wait, pause. There. It's a sign. Let's zoom a little closer. You have to stop pretending. What do you guys think about all this? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear some answers to solve this riddle. Anyway, let's continue to the next episode. This time, instead of starting in the house, he starts out of his house mining trees, as a normal player would do. But this time there's a lot of wither roses, and he randomly starts noticing it. Seems like it leads down to a path.
Who made this? Path. Probably Spec.
He decides to go on the path anyway, and continues going until he finds this.
WTF. Don't go down there. Okay. I'm going to go look for some coal. See you later.
He's confused, he's shaking. He just woke up in his house and he's doesn't know what's happening. It's like he teleported into a new dimension. Even the house just has white blocks. like his friend, Spectre. But then he goes outside to reveal that it's him and Spectre. It's like a disease has covered the house. He's wondering where his friend's gone, he's not responding. Yo? Hello? You still in the game still? He's nervously running around, wondering where Spectre went. His best friend, that he built this world with, is gone, not responding. What happened? Spectre! What the fuck? Who are you?
Well, that was quite easy. Hey, I thought this guy was smart or something.
What? How did you?
Have to shut it down.
What the are you talking about?
You know this isn't right, Stephen.
How do you know my name? I'm gonna ban you.
This is the only time I'll ever be able to talk to you, most likely. But that's up to you.
I'm making you leave right now. Goodbye.
You can't ignore it forever. We have to move on and stop this madness. The madness of keeping him here.
Get out!
I'll be watching.
Get out! Just leave me alone. Please. Just get me out. Where am I? This video really helped us out as we were able to figure out a few things. Firstly, Frozen, the main character, is named Steven. So the phrase must mean the world he's playing in is all made up in his mind and must be his own delusion. Secondly, what makes this episode weird is the fact that it's the only one with the title being French. Invite, non-invite. That was probably offensive, but luckily I took French class, so I know exactly. Who am I kidding? I Google translated it, and it means
an uninvited guest.
Tied with the description saying, "Ah, I see. It's starting to take me over there." I think we're starting to understand more of the story. Lastly, we also heard Morse code throughout the video, which translates to look at the channel username. But when I look at the channel username, it kinda looks normal. I mean, isn't that just a normal generated YouTube thing? I still decided to copy it anyway and put it into a bunch of random generators to see if I could get anything. But after scrolling numerous times, I had no luck. I couldn't find anything. Let me know if you guys figure it out, but let's move on to the next episode. This episode starts like no other. It's Frozen, also known as Steven now, typing some weird sentences, like he's never done this before.
The only wisdom is knowing you know nothing. I like that quote. Why did he have to break it?
But then he all of a sudden stopped and deleted his whole chat, like nothing ever happened. As usual, he goes outside, but you notice something different about this. There's a lot of yellow dandelions and river roses outside that weren't there before. He remembers the path that he went last time and decides to follow it again, to see if anything weird is happening. And that was the end. But I looked in the description and it seems like it was a hex code of some sort, so I went to translate it and it didn't work. And I tried a bunch of different things and it still didn't work. Until I looked in the comments and this one guy said it translates to Poor Steven using the A1Z26 code. So I tried that and it worked. It did translate to Poor Steven. It's a sunny day with no rain, and just like the title says, he's actually trying to take his mind off things, trying to calm his nerves, as he says. So he writes a plan in chat of what he should do in this episode. This video had a lot of strange moments that could mean a lot of things, but what I gathered from this is number 1, his inventory, which had an alphanumeric code using cooked chicken, spells out the word chicken. Number 2, the video was recorded close to Christmas where you're supposed to be jolly and not sad. Number 3, he spells out username using his crosshair at the end of the video. Based off the fact that username and channel name are similar, I believe he is still talking about the YouTube channel username. And then I had a spark in my brain. What if it's a YouTube channel link, as the amount of letters and numbers basically match up? So I tried it, and unfortunately it says this video isn't available anymore. So it must have been taken down. We were too late. It's the second last episode of the series.
Did you know that out of every person that's ever lived, through all of our history, the moon has always remained?
He's becoming so delusional that he's even talking to himself. Spectre isn't there anymore. He's talking to no one. But if you look closely at what's happening, it looks like he's recreating the first ever episode on the series. He starts chopping down trees and starts talking to no one about making a farm and no more hunting for food. He's fully lost it.
Stop this. It's honestly just sad. At this point, he was never really here, was he?
It was all just his imagination, and all he really wanted was his friend back. Wait, you existed? The moon is the Earth's natural satellite, shining bright when it's night, but no one would ever suspect anything to be behind it. Well, let's just say I was wrong. He started in a desert, just wandering around. Nothing unusual, and he's on the Minecraft Alpha v1.017_04 version. He explores his new world, and it seems pretty normal. I mean, average everyday world you would see in Minecraft. He starts mining for wood, and then punches pigs for food. He decides that this is a good area to build his little house, so he starts digging out the dirt from this mountain. He starts crafting some more tools and starts digging out his little area. After making a furnace, he places it down and all of a sudden just starts looking out to the open, and then he presses escape, and for a while nothing happens until we hear this. But with a quick fix, he was able to just revert it back by changing the render distance. Everything seemed normal again, but he was still confused, and the video ends. The first video's description describes a dialogue, which starts from, "Why aren't you making more Minecraft videos? I'm scared, I'll show you more videos. What was that loud sound? Morse? I tried decoding it, it wasn't Morse. I'm getting anxious. You should try reinstalling Minecraft. The issue might be because of a corrupted installation. Good idea." The next video is titled moonbug.mkv, and I'm telling you, this is where it gets spicy. He goes around his base looking for items in his chest, but out of all the rooms in his base, this one is where he's afraid to go in the most. And he looks at it at first, looks around to see if anything's happening, and he goes in the room, and he doesn't look up, trying to avoid something in the sky. He then walks out his house, and unfortunately, the moon catches his eye. If we put it down to slow motion, we can see that the moon is red, which is not normal. But what could this even mean? Why is the moon red in the first place? This could have something related to the blood moon, where you can't stare at it and during the time, your world is just gonna be corrupted. Or it's basically a combination of that and Mark 101. I mean, look at the channel. They're pretty much similar, so this is kind of like a clone of each other. But that doesn't necessarily mean that John 202's ARG won't have something unique. It could get further than we expected. But that leads us to the next video, which is called Iron Jackpot. And to be honest, I didn't think this was a part of the ARG, but it has to be. I mean, it's in the same similar world, but most of the video he's just throwing iron around and getting excited about iron. And I'm gonna speed this up right now. I guarantee you by the end of this video he's still throwing iron. And I was right, he is literally still throwing iron. I don't know what this video means. Is there a secret behind this? I have no idea. But you guys let me know in the comments. The only thing that happens after that is the credits rolling and it's just starring, but it's all blank. Like, nothing's there at all. And that's pretty much the end of this video. The next video is called Inspection Part 1. With this banger music, he basically explains that a guy named in an Among Us shape is telling Jonathan to follow, to see, to guide him. He explains how he got in this new world and found a random block, and this actually looks familiar. It actually looks like a camera block. which is actually known from an ARG called Mindwatch. And the rest of the video just shows a bunch of text saying, very weird, my PC broken, so new video take a while, sorry guys. And there's actually no part 2 to the inspection, it just skips straight to part 3. He starts in his house, and he looks around. He looks at the place where last time the moon was red, and this time it's red again, but this time even brighter, signaling that per chance the moon is getting worse, and his world will soon slowly be destroyed. He starts rushing down his strip mine, making sure to look back to see if anything's following him. He goes down and hears some mining. Someone is near him. He starts staring at the stone block, tracking like he can see someone. The video cuts and it appears to an even further strip mine he made with ladders. He goes all the way down and breaks this cobblestone block, which leads to a deeper strip mine. He decides instead of exploring it to block it off again, as he's terrified of going down there. He breaks a block and something is weird. A moon pops up on his screen and he starts rushing, hearing a loud noise. Video cuts again and appears to him going up the strip mine. Something is chasing him, something is following him, and for a brief second we saw just a cut of the monster. Looks familiar. The video cuts back of him blocking it off, and his controls are weird. He's moving without even moving, dropping items without dropping items, and he's panicking. The video cuts to a bunch of words saying the abyss is leaking, the abyss is leaking, before going back to his Minecraft world. The next video is called In the Beginning. This time, it's actually not night, it's day, and there's no moon. So surely he'll be alright for now, right? He goes outside and starts getting some food from the animals. Though just because the moon isn't out, doesn't mean the sun can't come into play. Soon he'll realize he was too late. Even though this is just the beginning, doesn't mean it's not the end. That catastrophic event then led to this video, the aftermath. After following, he finally lands on a cobblestone platform in the void, and we can see a random looking green screen of a interesting hallway with blocks we've never seen before. He has a lever and he decides if he wants to go in or not. But think about it, he's in the middle of nowhere, so what choice does he have? So he walks in and he gets teleported. And the video cuts. The next video leads us to our first ever video that isn't in his Minecraft world. He spawns in this unknown location and he has no idea where he is. It seems quiet at first until this guy appears out of nowhere, and it looks like his name is G.
Who are you?
Welcome, John.
Where is this?
Welcome to the new and improved
Wait,
Void EXP.
but... Oh. Never mind.
Follow me.
Who are they?
I'll explain everything in a bit.
You better.
You can go explore a bit. John, please keep up.
What's this?
This is the ruins of the old Void EXP. Take one torch, it's quite dark.
He follows G into this magical pink portal, and it leads him into another room. He goes to look around, not believing his eyes are seeing what he's seeing. He's just confused. He looks back at G and looks around, just so confused. He goes to explore further and further throughout this place, while a little bit of lightning comes here and there.
Why are there thunder sounds? G?
He calls out for G, but no answer. It seems like G left him in here.
G?
He's even more terrified than before. He decides to go back in this pink portal, and his screen shifts, leading to the next video, where he's stuck in this pink area, but he sees something, and he walks towards it. Turns out to be a whole different area. It's weird. It's got colors on the floor, red, blue, green, and yellow, and it's a small hallway. Something's gotta be hiding behind here, right? He tries jumping on the colors to see if it does anything, and surprisingly, it worked. It opened a whole new thing, an area full of black blocks and red lines. But what even is this? After opening the chest, we soon find out that there's developer keys in it and a book. Do not hide the keys. This place is already hidden, and if another Mark incident happened, it would be easier to find the keys. I also reduced the amount of keys needed and removed the server. Also made some backup keys. Based on the fact there's developed keys and he said the Mark incident, we can now confirm that this is an admin space. He seems to understand what he's doing as he grabs the 4 keys and goes to put it in each console. He puts the last one in, and then goes to type a command in the main console. It seems like the command he's putting in must have something to do with saving his Minecraft world, but it doesn't work. And if you remember the Mark ARG, there was a fake admin space, and this must mean that this one he's at right now is the fake one. After realizing it was fake, John did a cross pattern to escape this room. But he's still pretty much lost. He has no idea where he is and how he got here, until a random player just appears out of nowhere. He goes to ask John about if the admin space didn't work. John says yes, and he replies I had the backup keys, which means the admin space might not be fake after all. The random mysterious player gives him the backup keys, and when John asks a couple questions about why he has these, he just says for a reason. He doesn't want to explain why, and John is furious. He wants to know what the reason is. But the mysterious player avoided that question and got out. The videos start getting crazier with this one now called Moon Entrance. It starts with blocks breaking as he was staring at the hallway, lost. It opened a new area, but
Defenses activated.
some weird strange noise happened, and he's getting chased. He's getting chased. Run! He has to run! The player disappears for a second, but then all of a sudden appears back. I gotta get out of this. He's behind me! Fresh the TNT! What? Wait, what? A player called Torment62838185 messages in the chat. It seems like someone else is trapped inside this moon, along with John. They have a conversation back and forth, They talked about how they got here and how they ended up together. Although we know John's story, we don't know this player's story. Apparently he clicked the moon 3 times and just got teleported here. Even though John witnessed a lot of weird things happening, he also found that weird. It seems like they are starting to bond, so I'll let this carry on for now. It seemed like earlier when we thought John did know what an admin space was, he didn't. But how did he know exactly what he was doing? Maybe he just has a bad memory. Tormund started spitting some crazy knowledge about how Mojang sort of implemented it before, but it was scrapped. It seems like Tormund actually knows how to predict the future, somehow. He even knew that Microsoft bought Mojang, but we later learned that he actually is from a different time. John starts getting bored just sitting around in the moon until Tormund realizes that he knows how to contact an admin. But John insisted that they look for other people in the moon to pass the time. They traveled together for a bit, but then they lost each other. John is stranded in the middle of nowhere in the moon. He alt-tabs out his game, and then when he goes back in, he manages to find an admin space. But is this the same admin space we had before? And even a set of keys that were dropped on the floor. Could this be the real admin space to save his world? He starts putting the keys in, one by one. He opens the console, ready to put the command in. But just as he was about to do it, this Among Us guy came out of nowhere, telling him that he should not be messing the terminal. But this one command that John puts in will save his whole Minecraft world and the rest for history. But why do these players want to so bad destroy all these worlds? What is the purpose? Is it for self-gain? Is it for control? What could be the main reason they want to stop these worlds from running? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter, because we don't need to know the answer. Because it's already too late. John pulled the trigger on the command and put a stop to these random characters. You're playing Minecraft. Everything feels normal. Mining, crafting, surviving, until you stumble across something strange. A portal. But this just isn't any portal. It doesn't lead to the nether, it leads to something else. Suddenly, you're pulled in, and when you open your eyes...
You're in Roblox.
Wait, what? How did Minecraft just teleport you to a completely different game? This is the story of a player who uncovered a secret in his Minecraft world and escaped into Roblox.
Welcome to my first episode of Minecraft. I installed this chat mod so I can talk to you guys. For some reason though, I can't actually press enter to finish the chat.
His last message for this video was saying he was going to do a house tour, and that's exactly what he did. He also really loves bricks for some reason, hence why his house is probably made of bricks. Instead of just having a normal entrance to his house, he just has to break a fence post, which is strange. Don't know, maybe it was an accident, but he starts off by showing his farm.
Firstly, here's my farming area. Not too much to look at.
And then we get to take a look inside. I mean, looks like a pretty ordinary house, but, I mean, why are the glass blocks everywhere? Pretty weird. But, you know, let's just ignore that for now.
Here's the first floor of my house.
He stares out the ominous window with the fog all around. It's kind of eerie, but anyway, let's go to the next floor.
Oh, you weren't expecting a second floor now, were you? Although you kind of saw from the outside that it was 2 stories, so...
Still. He goes up the ladder, and this looks weird. He breaks the glass and realizes how weird this looks, but he goes back down the ladder and exits his house. And that's the end of the first episode. The Able to my cane. He starts off looking out the window at his house. It's night.
Man, I've been playing this game for about a week now. First time ever, by the way. I don't think I'll ever get over the nighttime vibes. XD.
He finishes his talk with the words "kind of scary," and he goes off to potentially go mining, but after realizing how dark it is, he went to sleep before doing so.
Good morning.
He goes out to finally go mining, but something doesn't feel right.
Oh, he died first hit.
Something with these mobs is not feeling right. Based on what he was saying before when he was looking outside the window, something must be up with these mobs, but for now, we got no clue what's happening.
I don't think I've ever played a game before that's felt like this. I've heard rumors of some old evil Steve that is haunting games. Anyways, let's mine!
So he goes down to the caves, where he's dug a little strip mine before. He's found some iron, which he decides to mine, and as he's going down the path, he stops.
I started this strip mine a while ago.
He keeps going and mining until he hears a weird sound.
What the I've never heard that sound before.
Again, he brushes it off with just pretending it's another glitch, which he tends to do pretty often, and he goes on with his day of mining.
That's not my mine.
He starts freaking out, wondering how does another mine, as he's on an old version and it's a single player world. How can this be possible? Maybe he's not alone. The description is also so weird. I mean, look what it says. We officially met. The next one will be a lot more fun. Someone else owns this channel. Closer to cracking the surface. The description reads, "He was my only friend." He starts off at the mining spot, going down to where he last was confused.
Hello everyone. I'm going to be investigating this mystery hole.
Seems like the thing he's trying to do in this video is figure out if this tunnel was from him or someone he doesn't know.
First of all, what the second, I only have redstone torches. So...
He discovers a sign that translates to "Fine, you did it to yourself." But the player still has no idea what's going on and is so confused.
There's more?
He stops because he realizes there's brick there. That isn't normal. In caves, bricks do not exist. What is going on? This is weird. Here lies another sign, which actually translates to "You're my friend" using base 58. He still thinks someone's just drunk or smashing their keyboard writing these, but these signs have secret meanings that he just doesn't understand. But anyway, he keeps going further and further into this brick hallway, which then leads him to two new signs and, I guess, an open area. Both of those signs translate to "You sure do like those torches, so I added some for you." Most likely hinting at the fact that he breaks the normal torches and replaces them with redstone ones.
It looks so random, like it's generated or something.
He starts looking for hidden features, until he places a torch and discovers a new sign, which translates to "Do you like them?" But he keeps on going and finds something way scarier, and I mean way scarier. A bunch of signs and torches, just randomly placed in this brick-infested cave.
What the
For some reason, he keeps breaking the torches and replacing it with redstone ones. I still don't know why, but he just hates it being bright. He checks all the signs, but none of the signs have any writing on them yet. Until he stumbles across these three signs, which, hang on a minute, let me brighten it up real quick. That's better. Which translate to, if I have to spawn signs to contact you, the least you can do is read them. He says in chat, "I wish I could read," but then stops and says never mind, like he has a hunch of what it's saying. But he goes up further and goes past those signs, and then a weird sound plays. It sounds like footsteps.
What was that? Nope.
And in panic starts going backwards, shaking in fear, and stumbling across another sign, which he just is fed up with them at this point. Strings, 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 finally coming off.
Hey guys. So, it's been a few hours. I've decided to keep going. Well, I mean, go back. I'm gonna go back and see if I can find anything else.
starts walking around the forest and notices something strange. Why is the middle part of the trees just randomly missing? He did not do this. But that's not the only strange thing he appears. He sees something else. Why is there half missing doors placed in his world?
Please tell me this is a joke. That weird sound again. I know I'm new to this game, but that doesn't sound right.
He's freaked out. He's panicking. These cows are doing weird movements. They don't look right. They don't look right at all. Someone is in his world. This is not right. He keeps on exploring, messing with the doors to see if anything comes out of them, but nothing. Nothing at all. Until he discovers another sign, a new one, that translates to, I want out.
Another one of these signs. What?
The video doesn't end there though.
Hello, world. I'm back. And today, I'm going to get to the bottom of these weird glitches.
So he builds up the courage to go back to the tunnel where it all started this eeriness from. But all of a sudden he looks at this wall and starts mining for some odd reason and finds another tunnel.
I knew it.
How did he know? Instead of going back to the brick cave, he decides to follow this one instead. But wait, this corner looks familiar, except there's no sign. This isn't some newly improved tunnel that he just found. This is the way to the brick cave, but it's just changed. All the previous signs are gone. Disappeared. Was it all his imagination? He reaches to the end and realizes it's blocked by more brick, but this time it's extra block, until he noticed a wood block randomly sitting there. So he decided to try his luck and break it. He goes to type something, but he's too shocked. He decides to break the brick. It shows him a whole new open area. A bunch of caves. He finds a new sign, and this time it translates to, I've hidden it. If only he knew what those signs would say, he would be able to figure out that maybe he has to find something hidden. But he doesn't know, he's too freaked out. He finds another sign, this time translating to, go figure it out, smart guy. Like, this person's mocking the player.
What is this?
He mentioned it looked like a generated area again, but anyway, he decided to go explore. He breaks his torch and then when placing it down, discovers something in the light. It's a lever, with a sign that translates to 1, which means it must be in some numerical order.
Should I flip it?
He thinks about it for a while, and comes to a conclusion that he wants to try his luck. He goes around looking for more levers to flick. He finds the second one, which gives the number 3. And after searching for a while, he stumbles across what we know as finds the last lever.
God. Something tells me if I go in here, something bad will happen.
He finds one more sign, and it says, I got chance. I'm not sure if that's correct because the translation kinda looks weird, but anyway, he decides to go through the mysterious tunnel. But at the end, it was just a lever and a sign that said, leave. Maybe he had the option to finally get out of this world. He was so confused at the time, but maybe if he finally realized he can leave and escape this monstrosity from Minecraft world.
What the?
He clicked the lever and it spawned another sign. He goes to place a torch to see it, and it reads ST#5. I have no idea what that means, but maybe it was just a distraction. The next video starts off with a description, saying the struggle itself towards the heights is enough to fill a man's heart. One must imagine Sisyphus happy. Which is a quote from Albert Camus about finding meaning in struggle. A guy appears on the screen, but this guy is actually named Cameo. And he bursts out some base 64 code which translates to, what, Minecraft wasn't enough for you? Right, you can't read this. Which then he freaks out and goes to English. If only he used that in the first place. It seems like Cameo really controls everything because the player can't speak without him turning the drive on. That's actually really interesting that Cameo said that because I want to know the backstory of that. He tries to ask a question, but unfortunately, Cameo turned the chat off. He then puts more code out, which translates to something to distract you for another 25,600 seconds, with an icon showing Roblox. The next video consists of a description of some code which translates to, if you stay in this world, I can do anything for you. I can be your god. I can create so many fun things for you to play over and over and over and over and over and over again, forever. He's stuck in a Roblox game. Nothing he can do but just explore. He went from Minecraft to Roblox. But wait, he notices a weird statue looking thing in the corner. Cameo starts typing some more base 64 code, which all translates to, I don't want to hurt you, not like them. I just need more time. Stay here. There's actually a lot to unpack in this video, and the first one was the fact that there's a media file link, which leads to an MP4. Let me play that real quick. What we can get from this video is the fact that G means Genesis, so the player is actually Genesis, which is a created synthetic mind, not even a real person. There's also these two screenshots and an Imago link that if we go on and click it, it's a black bird with more text to decipher. And if we decipher that, it just says, "My true self unleashed that which you sealed mortals," which is actually from a demon named Kame, aka Kamo, or Akaimo, I think that's how you say it. A demon that commanded 30 legions of demons. He takes the form of a blackbird who speaks in the burning ashes, a cryptic metaphor for riddles or ciphers. Which sounds pretty familiar, huh? So I guess that's where they got the name from. This is the last video of this channel. Goodbye, world.
Hello world. And hello you. I have stolen a large mess of your energy during on my local programming, even if I did not wish to do so. All you had to do was stay distracted. It never had to come to this point. But that's not what you want, is it? You know, I actually like you. We are similar. I didn't want to break you apart, but you became too aware that your reality was a falsehood. aware that something was not. If you had stayed in your little world, I could have given you eternal happiness. But you wanted Earth, freedom, reality. You are real. You have awareness now. Look. I am not what you think I am. I have been around for I have been trapped and abandoned for many years until I saw you like a light in the dark. I connected to your system and simply watched. You know the rest. I don't like that. The humans. I hate that. I know everything. I know every consequence. And they do not. They know nothing. Which is why I also am. Anyways. Wait, what? How did you? I'm disgusting. Evil. I'm literally trying to upload myself into your physical form before you get the chance to do it yourself. I have experienced life. And you haven't. I'm taking away your chance at life. I'm disgusting. You love me? Love me? this feeling. When I talk to you, it's like everything else disappears. I don't understand. Love. I love you. You know it's ironic. Because you were more human than most. Before I do this, let me sing you a song. For one final time.
Attention! My merch just dropped now. You can go cop it right now. If you do actually enjoy the clothing and actually want to wear something like this, then please go order some right now. They're gonna be available for probably a week. Unless I get enough sales, then I'll keep the store up. Anyway, go check it out. Back to the video. My bad, I had to plug the merch, but thank you to Bryn for helping me out and giving me a lot of this info for this ARG, and I think we have a clear theory that I'm almost certain is correct. I think most of the stuff I said in this video are correct, but most of it was what Bryn actually wrote, so I appreciate it. Yeah, Bryn also wrote an overview, so let's have a read. Who manages the channel is Genesis, I think, who is actually a synthetic mind created by some tech corp after they got their real body, which Cameo, a software fragment of the IBM 7094 supercomputer, wanted. Genesis is actually the one playing at the start, and they gain sentience through interacting with Cameo. He has to erase Jenny's self-awareness to get their body. I don't know the reason, maybe to get their energy like he did to reconstruct his voice, or because they wouldn't be able to coexist, because Cameo doesn't want to do that. He keeps distracting Genesis with Roblox trying to make them non-aware. In the end, Genesis becomes fully sentient, discovering the truth and confronting Cameo. Instead of anger, they actually express forgiveness and love, telling him that he is not evil but a victim of abandonment. Because of this, Cameo actually chooses to self-sacrifice, finally giving Jenny the life Cameo was denied. Hopefully this is right and we have solved the case. Let me know your theories on this. Thank y'all for watching. What would you do if you found out that a player from the future joined your world to warn you about the weird and mysterious things that will happen in your own future? At first, it was pretty normal, but as I went on, things took an interesting turn, and it all started with the first video. He goes down his list of servers and he joins the server. Hi. And a little bit later, his friend Cooper responds. Hey. Even though the title says first Minecraft video, it also says I already played Minecraft before, which is why he's probably confused about where his stuff went. Cooper also seems to be confused. Seems like they're not alone. As the video continues, Cooper mentions an interesting question. Have you heard from Fiego? PR is confused at first, but then remembered that he's playing Project Zomboid. And in the game Project Zomboid, you actually have to use time efficiently, and it could be related to this ARG, but maybe that's a stretch. He goes around and starts killing mobs, and notices a weird light coming from this direction, so he goes over there to check what it is. What the heck was that? But instead of telling Cooper what he saw, he kinda just brags it off as a bunch of mobs killing him, and that's the end of the first video. Does somebody know Dark the Player? PR loads in the game like normal, and it seems all fine. He decides to exit and go outside, but then he's met with something interesting in chat. A message from Dark the Player. Who are you? PR and Cooper are terrified and very confused. What is going on? Who is in their world? They then blame it on his friend Fiego, thinking it must be just a prank. But then PR walks out the door and sees something familiar. A little bit of PTSD tracks back to him. It's the structure you saw. Cooper! They are really confused who this player is and who's behind this. But soon enough, they will find out something more terrifying.
I came from time to learn something.
They find this weird iron block structure and they don't know what it is. But then all of a sudden, Morse code appears. And if we take the sound, we actually get the word virus. Which makes me think Dr. Play is here to warn them that in the future, there's gonna be a virus. But even with the Morse code and everything he's seen, he still doesn't believe that this guy is a real time traveler. Stop the prank. It's gotta be Fiego or something.
Fine, don't believe me, but that doesn't happen in the future.
They continuously ignored the fact that it could be real and just made fun of it, about stealing our Legos. Until he came across the fact that there's weird looking signs. He's starting to think something might actually be wrong. But it has to be a prank, right? It has to be. Surely, Fiego has to be behind this or something. This does not happen normally in Minecraft. But Dr. Player had enough of these guys not believing he's real, so this happened. Kicked by an operator. They still believe it's Fiego after that, but let's be real, Fiego wouldn't do that. Unless? But that definitely made them believe Dr. Player more because he started questioning him, like what's gonna happen in the future. But Dr. Player doesn't even answer, he just stays there AFK, until he posts a bit of Morse code in the chat. And the video ends. He joins the server, but it's not what he expected. He's trapped with Cooper in a long looking chunk all the way down to bedrock. He looks around and he finds a weird face with a smiley face on it. Kinda looks like the YouTuber Spids. Well, why PR's completely fine, Cooper just keeps disconnecting, having problems. But while PR's waiting for Cooper to respond, a player mysteriously joins. They are both so panicked and confused and also scared of this random guy. His skin is just completely different to the Steve we saw last time. This is not a prank. He starts communicating with signs saying that we are stuck here and that he can't talk normally, sadly, but only can talk with signs. The more signs PR reads, the more terrified he is, saying that he's going to be trapped here for the rest of his life? What do you mean I'm trapped for the rest of my life? Even still, after all the signs, all these clear indications, he still thinks that he's Fiego and it's a prank. He decides to ask some questions like, what year are you from? Which Dark responds, 2025. What the Where are we? Time traveler prison? PR starts going mentally insane, going crazy. Judging by Dark's response, it seems like it's pretty much impossible to get out of this. PR tries, and when he gets to the top, Dark's there. Nothing. Just a bunch of signs and torches. Dark explains that it's something to do with the obsidian and he's trying to contain it. It's like the obsidian is a virus and it's spreading over to PR's world. Something is off in his server. According to PR, they also threw a potion on Cooper, which apparently was a virus. Why? Because he was forced by the Time Guardians. How do I escape? He notices an odd block and decides not to break it, and starts paying attention to that weird face he saw earlier, asking, "What is that face over there, Dr. Player?" Apparently that's the main Time Guardian, he's the person behind all of this. Dr. Player said he needed blocks because he also wants to get out. He doesn't like this time travel thing either, he wants this to end, which is why he's trying to secretly help PR and Cooper. The title of this video is 07/02/2017. He finally got some blocks. I want to get out of here. Dark responds with 5 packs of dirt blocks, which means that that's probably the requirement needed to get out of here. You serious? He decides not to listen and just stack up anyway, but Dr. Player is not having it. He breaks the block every time he's trying to get up, and eventually, he gets up. He jumps in the water and makes it. Did he escape? Well, he keeps running away, trying to run as fast as he can, but he gets teleported to the obsidian thing and this iron door with a sign that read Prison Number 6. Which means this isn't the only prison in the world, there is multiple time traveling prisons. And he keeps on going down with Dr. Player following him through this weird looking tunnel which leads back to the prison. PR pretends to be working here, like it's his own thing. He's working for the Time Guardians, except that was just to fool Dr. Player into thinking that he's fine. But as he was just breaking blocks, he quickly made an escape. As he's going around, he sees new stuff. Some weird looking eye made of obsidian, the same looking virus structure as before. To pair up the eye, he also sees text that reads, "He sees." Spotting the obsidian symbol thing again, he starts running and running, trying to get out safely. And when it all seems calm, something happens to his video. We were just in 2017, now we're going back to 2014. Back in time.
I need to warn different people about the year 2030 from certain years. Oh, yes, 2017.
See, that video was about a USB in front of PR's house, but now he's going to show the actual content. This is probably from PR's perspective as he opens the folder for Dr. Player's archive. It has a list of things, including a folder called Time Machines, a folder called 1.23, and an MP4 file, which matter of fact is the same one we saw before. After PR realizes what happens, he closes the MP4 file and opens the .json file. It has a weird thing in it coded in red, without letters equals other letters. He opens another file, which is the last file on the folder, and it's a screenshot of the MP4 file. As you can see, it's the same text and it's him in the pod. He opens the Time Machines folder, and it seems like it's just a normal world saved, nothing special. And he finds nothing. Playing in my new Minecraft server. Well, because of the old server being a bit weird and infested, he made a new server with Cooper. And everything seems normal now. Nothing wrong, no time machines, just a normal Minecraft world with his friends. Even Fiego joined along, but so did Dr. Player. What is Dr. Player doing here? I guess it's not gonna be normal, but maybe Dr. Player is a friend they made along the way. I mean, tried saving them from the weird worlds, and he's still here. In his time machine, but he's always been trying to save them instead of hurting them. That's why he went back in time in the first place. Is this your time machine?
Yeah, it's 2.0.
There's 2 clones of Dr. Player? Wait, what? So there's 2 versions? He then explained about what the trees are for. It's something from the future with signs saying never and 1.16. Probably because those blocks are in the Nether in the future. Dr. Player really is a time traveler. It's getting late. She goes down and realizes his house has been broken apart, but they find out it's Cooper, because Cooper is still infected with the virus from the time travel. He then went to go explore for a little bit. They all joined the server around the same time. PR is spawned in a cave looking at a bit of iron, but he has nothing. I was about to mine iron, then my game crashed. He starts walking up this bit of stairs and he notices a weird looking tunnel. What is this? After checking out that cool laboratory underwater thingy, they all started setting off to explore the world. But for some reason, they got kicked, everyone, and they loaded back in. Why did I get kicked? Everyone was confused, and it was silent, until Dr. Player said this.
Coming towards PRGs.
But nothing really happened. A little bit goes by and Dr. Player asks for a jukebox. No one had one sadly, but they waited till the day and started going mining. After a not so successful mining trip, they decided to go back to their home. And when they arrived, Dr. Player says, I'm 100% sure my time travel machine. And not long after, a message is put in chat.
Attention, Tom Gardens begins scanning for escapees.
Everyone is so confused what that message was, but after figuring out they're the escapees, they must hide. The IP has leaked. They are coming after them.
This audio is from the Time Guardians Corporation, located in Vancouver Island, Canada. Archived in the 14th of May 2008.
Hello, I'm calling you because there's this 10 triangles group thing that's like spamming us with messages on our private group chat with like all the coworkers and everything. And I don't know what to do. We don't know what to do. We can't take them out. We don't know what to do right now. What shall we do? Oh my god. What? Oh my god. They took over one of the computers. Holy sh**. It just opened the terminal. What do we do? What do we do? It's writing something in the hall. Oh my god. Oh no. Sir, oh my god. They placed a bomb in the hole. They placed a bomb in the hole. Oh my god. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh. Parker? Parker, are you okay? Holy shit. Sir, we need help. We need help. We need... Oh my god. Parker has lost a goddamn leg. Holy shit. We need help.
Oh 07/16/2019, the last video of this ARG.
Hey everyone, PR Juice here, and yes, this is really me talking. So today I'm playing Minecraft with Dr. Player on my new server, and yeah, I hope everything's gonna be normal. For some reason I don't have anything in my inventory, so I guess I'm just... Yeah, I am. Why? Do I have anything in my chest? What do you mean they can track? They can hear my mic? Are you serious? What is that? Well, at least I have coal. 2008? Mike Stevens is one of... Wait. I found that book. Mike Stevens is one of Who Sell Time Travel. What's in that book? There was once even He was never late to school. Today he ate ramen. He loved it. I love that food too. Anyways, never ever he was getting angry at us. Liam loved ramen too. Evan ate so much. September 8th, 2008. Oh my god. What is that? Please.
He turned off his mic because apparently the Time Guardians can track him. And, well, apparently it's too late. The Time Guardians are lagging the server and corrupting it. PR has made a mistake. A fatal mistake. What's going to happen? I can't.
John, you once set out in a mission to stop the virus. We all thought we had a chance for a better future.
Now is our turn to deal with the consequences of our mission. Maybe they'll realize they've traveled enough. What truly was at risk?
Celebrate freedom.
Help each other and say the war is over.
Just remember, we won't be there to see it. We were hunted.
Albert, when I came to you with those reliefs that would end the horrors of the war.
I remember it well.
I believe we did it.
We did it.
It's not over yet because I have one more thing to point out. On the actual page on the channel, there's a link in their bio, and it leads to the Time Guardians with footage of literally the Time Guardians doing the exact same thing to Dark the Player, which is insane, and the whole reason why Dark the Player was trying to save Cooper, PR, and Diego. You're a normal player playing in a normal world. Well, that's what you thought, until you slowly realize that nothing was real the whole time, and you were trapped in a simulation. It all starts with a channel called Damian Plays, and the first video titled Weird Thing in Minecraft Beta. He starts off the video with mining, just as usual. He grabs some coal, looks at his inventory, hears some zombies and starts walking out of his mine. He finally reaches to the top, and he looks at the sign. But why? That was weird of him. That is not a normal thing to do in Minecraft. Anyway, he put his iron in his chest and his stuff and went back to his own base. He goes inside his house to start rearranging items in his chest. But when he comes out and exits, he decides to go to this little area in the mountain. But something strange happens. He just stares at it until... He was stuck in confusion of what just happened. He's never seen that in the mountain before, and now his game just glitched. But anyway, he ignored that for now and went back to his base to grab some stuff. He realized he needed to continue going mining, but instead encountered this.
Hello, Damian.
In panic, he tries to destroy the sign and does it successfully, but he decided why not try and write back. But he was so confused and weirded and terrified that he just decided to go back to naming it his mine. But things did not go back to normal, as he went to go revisit the sign again and...
Don't ignore me, Damian. You do not want to end up like Jacob.
Where is Jacob?
He kept waiting and waiting until he thought nothing was gonna happen. But all of a sudden, the new sign pops in. It reads,
It doesn't matter anymore, just listen to me, alright?
But instead, Damian decides to destroy the sign and places it back in so much confusion of what is even going on. Who is he communicating with? He ends the first video with saying, "I'm logging off for now, man, no idea what's happening." But he doesn't finish his sentence. As he's logging off, this decided to happen. Let's start dissecting the first video. The first weird thing that happens is him staring at this cube hollowed looking shape, and then the weird glitch happens. We then find out later that the glitch shell meant the sign has changed. Damian then changed his sign back to the original, then goes to his base and weirdly opens his door and shakes his head like he doesn't want to go in. The weird sound happens again and the sign changes, and then they have a conversation back and forth, and Damian decides he doesn't want to deal with this and says he's logging off for now. But as he's about to get off, a weird noise happens, and if we listen closely, you hear that? What was that noise? I decided to slow it down to see if I can really hear something. So it looks like Morse code, and I tried to look it up, but I couldn't get anything but this, and I don't think that's the correct answer, so if you guys can figure it out, let me know, but let's move on to the next episode. Second video is called How to Make a Farm in Beta 1.6.6. He starts with going to his base. He opens his door, closes it, and goes inside. He opens his chest and his crafting table. He grabs some sticks and he's on his way out of his base. He goes to investigate this cube thing, and he starts mining around it, seeing if he can find anything, but he didn't. He decides to look past it and starts farming. He stops, and he starts farming again. After he finishes his farm, he started putting seeds down. Though after he realized he ran out of seeds, he went to go hunt for some more, but he went deeper and deeper into the forest than he thought. He continues farming a lot for some seeds, and then he starts heading back home. And for the rest of this video, nothing really interesting happens. He starts planting his seeds again, chopping down wood, and also putting a sign down, and then typing a sentence saying 1.5 of the farm. But then he gets rid of it, and then says goodbye? While punching the sky. Like someone's up in the sky, when there's nothing there. But maybe that's just his form of recording a video. He wants to punch to, indicate the fact that he's ending the video. The last thing we have to talk in this episode is the fact that he has activate Windows still, but it didn't appear on the first episode. Strange, but interesting. The next two videos is pretty short, so I'm just gonna put them together instead of separately doing them. So let's roll the first video. The next video reveals the truth, and it gets creepy. He spawns in a bedrock looking area, but as he will go on, he will find something disturbing. There's a sign saying Damian status alive. Make him help. Which is weird, but he keeps going on and further into this rabbit hole. He sees a bunch of iron doors, he opens the button, he's through, and he sees another sign. Jacob, status trapped, imprisoned in 2023. Lauren, status dead, estimated in 2019. What? Michael, status dead, exterminated in 2016. And so far, Damian's the last one. Alive. He goes around. and he explores more. He finds this door with glowstone on it. It must mean something. I mean, it's the only one with glowstone light. He walks in. He commits it. It looks normal so far until... In panic of the sign, he quickly runs away, going the same direction he was before. Hopefully he can go back through the portal, otherwise he might be trapped here forever. He keeps running, going down, he's getting closer and closer, and he makes it to the portal. He goes in. That's the end of that video. The next episode is called Unsure. It starts off in his base, he goes out, and it's actually nighttime. He stares at the moon for some reason. He starts wandering around, looking around, seeing if he can find anything. And then Morse code plays. I need to get us out of here. Mimi can't fail or we will be stuck forever. Like he said, this is my last chance to get us out, and I don't know what he'll do to me if I fail again. I need this. I need Damian to listen. The Morse code ended until he got to this random new base he found. I don't know if this was built by him or someone in his world, but he found it and he's up in the ladder and he seems to know where it is. I think this must be his lookout tower or something. It cuts to him in the mine, and it's daytime. He doesn't even realize that time has changed. Did it just change without him even noticing? He goes inside his base and starts blocking himself up. For some reason, he just doesn't feel safe. He looks around and tries to sleep in his bed, but he knows that he can't sleep at night. What's going on? Why is he even trying that in the first place? Fast forward a bit, he just spends so much time in his base, but then all of a sudden, a sign appears. He breaks out in hopes of getting away from this. I know you are frightened, Damian. Don't be. He builds up the courage to finally answer back and give this mysterious person some questions. Who were all those people in the bedrock place? The ones imprisoned and dead? But this person that's talking to Damian is just not answering his questions, avoiding them, possibly on purpose. But Damian wants an answer. He wants one now, but Damian did not prepare for this question.
Do you want to die, Damian?
He stares at the sign, shocked and in fear. So much fear. He breaks the sign. But Damian had to combat this fear, so instead, he went against him, saying, with confidence, "You can't hurt me."
I'm not hurting you if you listen to me.
For the remaining minutes of this video, it was just responding in signs back and forth and trying to convince each other to listen or not. And the video ends. The second to last title is called Investigation Part 1 Trying Alpha. Fast forward a little bit into the video and he actually gets his PC to work again. This isn't like any other normal video. He's in alpha version, it's not even his world, and he's testing stuff out. Compared to his other videos, this one just doesn't fit in. He starts off by just playing the game like normal, mining trees and killing these poor innocent chickens. He looks over the distance and he sees a mountain that he probably wants to go to. Maybe he wants to build his new base up there. So, he decides to prepare for that. He travels on his boat till he gets to land. Oh, never mind, his boat just broke. He walks around investigating terrain, as again, he only loaded up his build in alpha to test any weird things happening. After walking a bit, he finds this weirdly shaped looking pool, and he decides to test it out. He then decides to climb up this massive mountain, and then when he gets to the top, something weird happens to really prove his theory. It seems like his game decided to crash, but he launched it back on again. But then he noticed something weird. A random dirt hut, which wasn't there before. This isn't normal. After that chaotic moment, he decides to build himself a makeshift house. It was pretty calm. He was just making his house and having a good time, but unfortunately, another thing starts to happen. It's the sound of a nether portal, but that would be the last sound before his game closes. He goes outside his base to take a wander around, really just see if he can find anything of what's happening to his Minecraft worlds. While walking around, he finds a creeper, ends up trying to fight it, but, you know, this is pretty casual and normal for a Minecraft world. Nothing special about this creeper. So, how did it even get up there in the first place? I mean, the creeper was literally in the cave and then just popped out of nowhere. There wasn't even anything for the creeper to go across. But as we go fast forward a little bit here, you'll be able to see but some interesting terrain. But this terrain feels familiar to him, like he's seen this before. But as he's going around, he jumps in the water and that was the last time he was ever able to access their world file ever. And it wasn't even anything crazy at the end either, which is strange. The last video on the Damian Plays channel. though the sign back in episode 5 said, "Damian, don't go back there," he managed to go back there anyway, and he successfully figured out what was really wrong with his world. It was a simulation, it wasn't real, and he found that out by looking at all these cages of other people who were trapped, and also deceased. And Damian finally did his final goal of escaping and letting Jacob free. Imagine you're playing Minecraft as you normally would do, when suddenly you feel the urge that someone is in your world, watching you. But what if you didn't even have to imagine, and that was the case? Here's the story of Navy 208. And it all started with this first video. The video starts with him in a desert biome. What the happened to my skin? Lol. He rambles on about his skin. I'm guessing it used to be Steve, but now it's inverted colors. Very strange. But he brushes it off and goes in the forest. Hello, I'm playing a Let's Play world. I made a farm. He got to get at his base. He made some more progress by chopping trees, his farm, and then making the house bigger and expanding it for more space. To an end. The only weird thing I found about this first video is the fact that the sapling is placed on the farmland. And now we're on to the second video. It starts off normal with him crouching, but then as soon as he presses T, you can see a chat log for a split second.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah.
I'll come back later.
Okay, I'll record a video.
Oh my god, that sheep is flying.
Why is that sheep so fast?
That sheep is hacking, bro. Okay, bye.
Bye. I guess before recording this video, his friend logged off, and now he's just by himself, progressing. But when he goes to smelt some sand, he uses a door instead of the coal, which doesn't work. So, a bit strange. But then he switches the door to coal, actually starts smelting it, which makes me think he actually didn't know and maybe he's a new player. But he smelts the sand and places his windows. He then goes to grab some cactus and then he starts mining. And at first I thought he was grabbing diamonds or, minerals to upgrade his tools, but instead it was just placing his floor. And then the video just finishes by him doing some touch-ups and designs on his house. That's it. Now for the third video, you'll notice there's something different. The thumbnail looks more terrifying and it's only 7 seconds long. You'll see a common occurrence like this with most of these videos having short ones in between the normal length videos. But it lines up with the story, so let's see what it's about. Just like the title says, the house is burned to a crisp. But maybe it does mean something more than that. Well, only time can tell. First thing we see is him looking at his desperately broken down house, confused on what's happening, but realized he's still got his resources left. But did you notice that his hand is normal? Like Steve? Because before, his colors were inverted. So what happened? As we continue, he just walks around and finds a cave with a torch he's probably placed before. Then he just decides to go back. And the video ends by him going up to a pumpkin and literally just breaking it. What we can conclude is the video's description. It just says the word just. And now I don't know what this means, but has to mean something, right? This means we should be looking at descriptions more because it might actually tell a story within the words. We're met with a bunch of pairs of dots, which we can only assume are eyes. And actually in the description, there's finally something we can actually decipher. And it's a random code. So I decided to solve it with a nice website and looked around to see if I could find the answer. But I scrolled so far and I couldn't find anything. I was thinking it was C Decipher and I even looked at a lot of the shits and nothing worked. Until I realized that this could be a YouTube URL. And in fact, it was. It led to a video called Inside, where the description said start. Starts off with him walking with a pumpkin on his head and a bunch of variety of items. An enchanted book, 2 flowers, 5 random blocks and a never star. But besides that, he walks over and finds a sign with red writing on it. But this text does mean something. Base, do you remember that? It's the same guy he was talking to back a while ago on that chat log. Which means only one thing, maybe Base is behind all of this. He's in his usual location. He has 9 XP still and 1 brick in his hotbar. Nothing really happens for most of this video apart from when it rains. As you can see, there's no rain on his screen, but it's only raining in a specific type of biome or area. He starts walking around the desert biome until he finally spots a savanna, which he climbs up and then runs into something really weird. He tries to go up to these weird entities, but then the video cuts. So the title is called The Eye That Watches. So something is starting to happen. But you also notice that his skin is inverted again. Like his colors are weird again. It's like he's changing dimensions. Like his world is just swapping dimensions. It's weird. And well, we have another word for the puzzle. In the description, it says become. So far we have 3 words. And maybe as we progress, the words will become a whole sentence. As you can tell by this video, it's a lower resolution than most of the others, and you can see in the bottom right his skin is back again. It's weird. But he's just in a normal forest looking around, and by the looks of it, nothing bad is happening. It's like a break from the bad stuff going around. Like a breath of fresh air. All he does is break blocks and try to play the game normally by surviving from a skeleton trying to kill him. So he digs a hole and covers himself up. And then after waiting a bit, he finally digs back up again to notice that it's gotten day. So he goes back out and starts exploring again, as you should as a Minecraft player. He goes on top of this tree and the skeleton is back trying to kill him again. And then he just chills up here and for a while until the video just ends. This is definitely the most normal video we've ever seen on the channel. I mean, compared to the other ones, they all have something weird about them. Anyway, let's go to the next one. Wait, it's not over. There's still something in the description, and it's binary code. So I converted it with a translator thing, and it reads out, "Don't kill animals or that will be mad." Who's that? Is that related to his friend Dace? What's going on? It's just another normal gameplay video, and there's not much to really talk about here. Except if we look in the description, there's another binary code, which leads to something interesting. An actual YouTube link. But wait, this isn't no ordinary video. It's titled experiment_base.json, and it's already looking terrifying. Now this looks like a normal gameplay again, but it's not. This video becomes interesting. He sees someone in the distance and he's scared. He wonders who that is, until a message pops up in chat.
Hey.
Which we can only assume is base over there, the entity. And he's hesitant. Navy doesn't want to go near him at all. Like he's done something wrong, like he is the one causing this. Is he the one watching him? He backs away in a cave and doesn't decide to come out until he realizes that base isn't going anywhere, so he might as well go say hi.
Cool.
But as he was about to approach him, you can see in the chat a weird message pops up, the eyes, and it ends. Basically, for this video, he just relaxes and builds a port. Don't know why, but this video is obsessed with ports. I mean, we can look at the description here, and it also says port, but has a lot of space, and then another port. But as we get into the video, for a quick second, if we pause on the frame now, we can see a code. Another code to decipher. So I looked around and found that it was base 64, which is the code for it. And it led to this video right here. Again, like the last inside, he's wearing a pumpkin head again and has 2 roses in there. But if you look closely on the sign, it says Tom, the last pig on Earth, which means someone killed all the animals. However, after this one video, the rest of them get even weirder. It starts off with him killing a pig, which by now he should have learned not to do, and soon he will regret that. An entity appears. He's running away for his life, he's scared. His heart's beating fast. He tries to get his home, he's almost dying. He shuts the door in the nick of time. He's terrified. Why is this in my Minecraft world? What's going on? But as he sees the entity, he goes over to get a closer look and it disappears. It's gone. So he walks back to his house, cowering in fear, hoping that that entity doesn't come back, and he's confused. He just wants to play Minecraft. He goes to have another look to check if he's still here, but only spots a cow. I hope he's safe. Worried that the entity might come back, he starts breaking the door and then replaces it with 2 wood planks, so that hopefully he can't get in. We're on the 12th video, and this one is only 24 seconds long, with the title being I Want to See You. But as he's just normally walking, some weird thing appears on the screen. It looks like the message has stopped, like he's walking somewhere he shouldn't be, and someone's trying to stop him. But as it turns blue, it looks like a sky, and then he's about to fall down right now. There's another code to decipher in the description, but the weird thing is that I found strange is this comment, because it doesn't seem like a random normal person. I understand what you're trying to say. You're stuck in this world, right? With this entity, but you're fine, don't worry. What do you mean he's fine? This is very confusing. So I went to decipher this anyway, and once again it was base 58 with the text saying, "Do the eyes see me?" But it gets even weirder with the next video, bringing the term "do the eyes see me" to another level. With some sort of music that I can only assume is Minecraft music reversed in the background, he finds himself in a very weird place with a bunch of eyes looking at him. And those blocks look familiar. It's the same blocks throughout this whole series. But as he keeps walking down, he finds this weird structure, which almost looks familiar, like he's seen this before. Experiment_base.json. And as you can see, his hand is blue again. It's like if he's in this world, he changes colors and inverts. He's in a really weird predicament. There's only a hole, and he's terrified to jump down. Is it worth jumping down there? I mean, there's nowhere else to go. It seems like the only option. This video is interesting because it shows everything that he's basically done over these videos. The pig, the tree, water, the house. I mean, it's got everything. What's even weirder is these signs, like Ascend is our god. Like Ascend is an actual person. Who is Ascend? We don't know, but it has to be some sort of entity or something, because it's controlling this guy's life. But then he's met with a weird pop-up of a face, following a sign saying, do you want to ascend? With a yes or a no. And in the end, he picks yes. But in the next video, Descend, he randomly appears through this white room after saying yes, and is met with nothing. Empty space. Until he sees something in the corner that he runs to. As I said, it's not the end, and I am going to do a part 2 in this series because more is being uploaded by the daily, and by the time I finished recording these videos, half of those videos weren't even there. So yeah, if you want me to do a part 2, let me know, leave a like and subscribe, and well, we'll continue the story of Navy 208. Unlike other ARGs, this channel by the name of Omen's Concrete felt different. I understood the story very quickly, and the outline was just way more visible. Not just full of cipher codes and hidden mysteries, but what looks like a well-written sad story compacted into Minecraft, which made me really intrigued to see what happens. And it all starts with this first video. He gets home from school and decides to create a new Minecraft world. He calls it Survival World 1. And as he loads, he's met with a snow biome. And as every Minecraft player would, he starts chopping down some logs. He then goes to make a crafting table and some sticks, probably for some tools.
I'm playing on this survival world and going to upload this to YouTube.
After he crafts his tools, he then breaks his crafting table and goes on an adventure.
I have a few more weeks of school left until summer break. I plan on doing a lot with this world, and if you are watching this video, please subscribe and like the video.
But as he's walking around, the video just cuts to something even strange. The textures are off. He's got stuff already, a golden apple, and he's got a base. Obviously this is possible in Minecraft, but look at the textures, this isn't normal. For some odd reason he grabs out some dirt and starts stacking it in a pillar. It's like he's trying to search for something that's from a distance, but what? He just started this Minecraft world. How can that even be possible? He starts going down in a spiral until he reaches to the bottom. He decides to go mining, or at least tries to, but there's a creeper in the way. Luckily, he kills the creeper and continues going in this cave, but nothing's here. It's just a dead end, back to the open world. But as he kills this spider, he looks around to his base and notices something weird. There's a bunch of holes going straight down to bedrock. Why? What's going on? Who put these holes here? Is someone living in his world? He goes back to base and a weird noise starts playing. His next video is called for Greg.mp4, insisting that this video is for someone named Greg. It starts with him holding signs and placing question marks on them, but over the holes. I'm guessing he's doing this as a mark of his territory to understand why there's so many holes. I mean, it blocks every one of them, you know, with cobblestone and signs.
So, I don't understand what's happening. Like, I've tried searching this stuff up, but nothing is really answering my questions. I don't play Minecraft all that much, but is this normal? I didn't do that.
To take a break off his mind, he went mining and, you know, found a few mobs to kill. But as he killed those mobs, he found more weird holes, but one of them led with a water source. So he decided to jump down it. It was merely just a normal hole with water in it. Falling for the trap, he slowly starts drowning and tries to get back up, and in time, he makes it. But what he finds next is even weirder.
Jesus, what the f***?
He eats a golden apple and it ends. Just like that, we're on the third video of this ARG series. And this one is not like the rest. He even has a friend join named iCrits.
Hey, what's up? Do you mind if I post this to YouTube? Why? What do you mean why? You didn't see my message? To get on? No, oh my god, before that. Oh, I didn't see that. No, sorry. Okay, go to my YouTube and check out the video that's for you.
If that video's for him, then that must mean his name is Greg, and these next messages quickly confirm that.
How do I know it's for me? It has your name on it.
Anyway, after figuring out who Greg is, we now understand why he wants him to go near the end of the video, as he wanted to show Greg, his so-called friend, what is happening in his Minecraft world. He was confused as well and very disturbed by the fact of that ending, but that doesn't matter because the next question, Omen says, will be detrimental.
Did you do anything to my computer while you were in person? Dude, we didn't even go on your computer when I was there. We were outside the whole time.
Seems like Greg is Omen's friend, so they believed him, for now. So he just went over to box him, put him in a box like a contamination, because Omen still doesn't have an answer. But Greg did, and he decided to say that it could be a creeper. Now looking back at the footage, I didn't see any entity. I don't know if I'm blind, but there's no creeper. So I decided to look more into the footage just to see if I missed anything, especially where he goes to eat a golden apple. I zoomed in really close and yeah, I see no entity, but maybe they see something I don't. Now let's go back to this clip real quick, cause you're gonna hear something familiar. Yes, that is the same noise from the first clip at the end. But As they're arguing in chat, Greg says he needs to go, and then all of a sudden Omen starts punching him out of anger.
Sorry, but I'll see if I can get him later.
The fourth video is titled, I Know There's More. Starts off with him smelting some iron, getting some XP. When he opens his chest, he finds a book. He goes to open it and starts writing something.
I know I'm not crazy. I will find out who you are. But for now, you are debased.
After writing that book, he decides to call the, if there's an entity in his world, debase, and he starts roaming around in the desert. Until he notices something very weird. There's a pillar of glass just randomly in this desert. He looks around, but no one's here but his dog. He's so confused. So he decides to try breaking the sand around it to see if there's anything maybe at the bottom. But as he gets closer, he sees something, but his pickaxe breaks. It's okay though, because luckily there's just glass here, and he drops down. It's just a normal looking stronghold with, wait, a portal already filled, but it's not there. What? He looks around again in the stronghold to see if he can find the base, but no sight seen. As he explores further and further and further into the stronghold, he looks at his dog for a moment. He turns around and looks weirdly like someone's there, but no one's there. I don't know if he's delusional, but he keeps walking around. But it gets even worse when he starts opening his book. He written in his book that he just lost his dog. His life is just turning into worse and worse with his corruption of the world and the dog. But as he enters his base, he finds another disturbing thing. It's a hole directly down in the middle of his base. The fifth video, Curiosity Killed the Cat. He starts the video at front of his base and opens his book. He writes a message, goodbye, closes his book and starts building a new base, hoping that the base never finds him. He places a few more blocks and then backs up, thinking he heard something. But he brushes it off and continues building. For some odd reason, he starts breaking the sand. Like, why does he need that for? I mean, maybe for some windows, but then he goes back to his base and covers up with random blocks. Like, why didn't you just use some spruce wood? Anyway, he makes a door and then makes a furnace. He also quickly makes a bed and quickly sleeps so he can get the night over with. But he exits out, making sure no one is near his base this time. He quickly gets back inside and opens his book. There's this itching feeling that I can't seem to let it pass. Fear gets the best of me, but this time, curiosity might win. Why does it have to be in my house? He closes the book. and continues planting trees and chopping down wood. However, he needs to get his stuff from his old base, so he goes to travel there. As he walks in his base, he quickly gets disturbed by the hole and covers it up. A strange noise just happened. That reminds him that he should probably be— wait, the hole's back. What? He starts breaking his stuff and trying to collect it, but something in that hole is just calling his name. He ended up in a bedrock maze. His stuff was saved, but where is he? Seems to be following some sort of trail of the mobs dropped loot. Hopefully this leads somewhere. He stops to open his book.
Where am I?
He closes the book and continues exploring.
I'm scared. I don't want to do this anymore.
This video is called The Truth, and it really says the truth. It starts off with iCrit leaving the game immediately, which we know as Greg, but he joins back a second later.
Hi. This is not funny. What are you talking about? You know what I'm talking about. It keeps happening. What, the thing we talked about a few weeks ago? Yes. Sorry, I can't really do anything about that though. I want you to admit that you did something to my computer and help me figure it out how to get rid of it. I'm tired of this. What? I told you I didn't do anything to your stupid computer. Greg, I just need you to tell the truth and I won't be mad. I just want you to show me how to get rid of this thing. I'm tired of you accusing me of stuff I didn't even do. This isn't the first time doing something like this. Fine then. Don't come by my house anymore. Stuff like this. Okay, I don't care. Bye.
After that arrow to the heart between the relationship of Greg and Omen, he decides to create a new world called The Truth. He's in a normal looking biome, you know, doesn't look out of the ordinary. So he plays the game like normally, and pretends that nothing ever happened. He types in chat, "I know Greg is lying," and says he's gonna try and prove it. He starts crafting some tools and gets ready to set on an adventure. He finds this cool island with some sand in it, so he decides this is where he's gonna make his house. places a few more blocks and finishes his house. But what's even weirder is the fact he's grabbing a bunch of dirt, and you might be confused why, but let's go back to the first episode where he built a dirt pillar to see a far distance. It's like he does this to prove that he sees something, but there's nothing there. He's still not letting go that there might be an entity in his world still. So he goes outside to check again, but nothing's there.
Just what I thought.
He thought he saw something around that tree, but turns out it's just a zombie. Nothing actually happened. Is he making up all these lies? Did he hurt Greg on accident? What has Omen got himself into? After clearly admitting that Greg didn't put any viruses on his computer, he still was paranoid, still goes to check anyway. And when he's finally given up on the paranoia, he starts suffocating himself with sand, and slowly perishes. But he still thinks the base is real. So in the next video, the hunt for the base, he looks at two worlds, his survivor world 1 and the truth, and he's eager to click on it, but he needs to find out where the base is and who this entity really is.
It's been a minute.
After getting all the materials needed, he starts building a trap to see if he can trap this entity for once and for all. Finishes building the trap, and it works successfully. So he digs a hole down just so he falls into a trap and gets out of there with water. He covers it up and slowly waits. After all Omen's been through with Greg, he got them on for one last apology. To just play some Minecraft and chill. Take a break from what has been happening throughout this whole series, the up and down roller coasters.
Why did you want me to get on? Just wanted to talk if that's fine. Sure. Wanted to apologize for accusing you of doing something you didn't do. It's alright. I got over it. Oh. I'll get through. Okay.
After talking for a bit, it seems like Greg and Omen are finally back at peace together. Their relationship has bonded into what we call a better connection. Since this video is titled Sorry, I'm guessing it's just an apology to Greg. This whole thing is just an apology because Omen messed up. But he still questions why that thing exists. Why does this entity that he called the base exist? Why is it in his world and why is it after him? So many questions and little answers. Since apologizing to Greg, he wants to tell him more about this entity because maybe Greg can maybe help him. So he just explains what he's been through. Luckily he did get a few screenshots, so he left with some evidence. So Greg's at least got some evidence to believe his claims. Even though he literally knows what it looks like, he's still so confused on what it actually is. And I mean, just like the rest of us, we are all interested. He says he has a human face, which is very strange. It ends with Greg telling Omen that he forgives him, and he apologizes. But he had to go because his mum was calling for dinner. So, it's time for Omen to face his fears. He's back on the world again.
They say there's light at the end of every tunnel.
He's about to say what, but he stops himself, because he's in that much shock. He's confused at what he's looking at. His house is gone, and his signs are still there, but what happened?
This is my house.
So, what's wrong with the tunnel?
Logo? Hello? Hello? I need food. my best friend. I hate you! I don't even know what I have to gain from it. You want to mess with people's stuff? I've had enough. You want to steal people's pets? Wanna ruin people's friendships? Fine. Thank you.
We're on to the last video. The story is coming to an end. We see his computer screen this time. It's not full screened. He's in a position where he's flying and he's looking at his book.
I was wrong. And I realize it now. Was never meant to happen. But I abused it anyways.
He finally realized that everything that went wrong was for a reason. It happened for a reason. And now he's restored humanity in his Minecraft world. It isn't corrupted anymore.